and welcome to this edition of Newsleader on 6. Today is Thursday, July 18th, 2013. I'm Jim Fuller.
And I'm Chip Ramsey with the Saturday Independent newspaper. In tonight's news, the Manchester Board of Mayor and Aldermen have delayed taking action on a plan that would make it more difficult to obtain many common cold medications. Coffee County authorities are looking for help in solving a possible vehicular homicide case, and State Senator Jim Tracy has a commanding lead in fundraising efforts going into next year's GOP primary. We'll have all these stories and more on tonight's Newsleader on 6. Stay tuned.
Hello, everyone. I'm Renee Keene, and I'm running for alderman. I want to serve the citizens of Tullahoma while promoting quality education, economic growth, and while staying engaged in our community's needs. I want to be your voice of reason for the next 3 years. I'm Renee Keene, and I would appreciate your vote on August the 1st. Thank you.
We're losing it, Doctor.
Not on my shift. Quickly, brush. Roller.
What a transformation. It's going to be okay.
Okay, nothing.
At Paintworks of Tullahoma, we specialize in domestic emergencies with Martin Senior Paints. You can be the paint doctor, too, when you treat your home with Martin Senior interior and exterior finishes.
Doctor, we've got another one.
Got you covered.
Paintworks of Tullahoma. Come see the paint doctor, Stat.
The highest standard of excellence requires dedication and commitment. It's established over time. You know when you see it. You know when you feel it. There's a standard of excellence in healthcare. It's the Joint Commission Gold Seal of Approval. In 2003, Life Care Center of Tullahoma voluntarily achieved this accreditation and maintains it still today. Life Care, meeting a higher standard because residents matter most.
My name is Trey McNabb, and my family's been serving Tullahoma and Middle Tennessee for over 33 years. We have a huge selection of new Chryslers. Right now, you can get the all-new 2013 Chrysler 200 Limited for only $189 a month. You'll appreciate the convenience of our friendly service department, open 6 days a week. Come check out the difference at Stan McNabb Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, or view all of our inventory online at stanmcnabb.com. And remember, if anyone can, Stan can.
Welcome back. The Manchester Board of Mayor and Aldermen have delayed taking action on a plan that would make it more difficult to obtain many common cold medications. Based on the advice of City Attorney Gerald Ewell, the board is waiting for an opinion from the State Attorney General before moving forward with the ordinance. Vice Mayor Ryan French is the author of the initiative that would limit the sale of products containing ephedrine and pseudoephedrine to prescription only. The ingredients found in over-the-counter cold products are used in the manufacture of illegal methamphetamine. The proposed ordinance would levy a $50 fine on retailers who offer the product over the counter. A similar move has been adopted or is being considered by several area towns and counties. The cold medications now must be placed on the shelf behind store counters, and folks must register to purchase the product. In other action Tuesday night, Aldermen approved on third and final reading the use of credit cards for payment of water and sewer bills. The Manchester Board of Mayor and Aldermen meet again on August the 6th.
Coffee County authorities are looking for help in solving a possible vehicular homicide case. Sheriff Steve Graves says deputies discovered a body alongside Highway 41 south of the Hillsborough community early Monday morning. Investigators say the victim, Samuel Shedders, age 48 of Pelham, suffered extreme head trauma and was possibly struck by a vehicle. The victim's car was found about 1.5 miles north of the scene. Authorities believe the individual may have had car trouble and was walking for help when the possible accident occurred. Investigators are asking for help for anyone who was traveling near the scene early Monday morning. The body was found near the intersection of General Markham Road. Persons with information about the death are asked to call the Coffee County Sheriff's Department at 931-728-3591.
Shelbyville Republican State Senator Jim Tracy has a commanding lead in fundraising efforts going into next year's GOP primary in an expected three-way race. Now incumbent 4th District Congressman Scott Desjardins is running far behind rivals in fundraising. Tracy reports that he raised nearly $300,000 for the reporting period ending June the 30th. He reports $650,000 cash on hand. Rutherford County State Representative Joe Carr raised $100,000 and reports $270,000 $75,000 on hand. Desjardins, a Jasper physician, raised only $35,000 and has $85,000 available. Both Tracy and Carr say they will challenge Desjardins in the Republican primary next August. Desjardins has admitted to sexual affairs with former patients and says that he did urge his then wife to seek an abortion more than 10 years ago.
Governor Bill Haslam has signed legislation that will provide at least $35 million for scholarships at community colleges, including Motlow State Community College. The bill creating the program passed unanimously in the General Assembly in March. The scholarships will be funded by a federal loan program administered by the Tennessee Student Assistance Corporation. Students will apply for the need-based scholarship through the community college system. Haslam says the effort is part of a goal to have 55% of all Tennesseans to graduate from an associate's degree program.
The Tullahoma Police Department will be conducting a rape aggression defense class July the 23rd, 26th, and 27th. The program includes lecture, discussion, and physical resistive strategies. The program is taught by certified RAD instructors Officer Joe Brown, Chase Sons, and Darren Gadigan. The class will be held at Tullahoma City Hall in the upstairs boardroom. The training will consist of blocks of instructions that will be taught over 3 different days. The times for July 23rd and July 26th are from 5 p.m. to 9 p.m. July the 27th is from 8 a.m. to 12 noon. The class is open to all women ages 13 and up. However, anyone ages 13 to 17 must attend with an adult family member, and the adult must sign a waiver. The cost of the class is $15 each or $25 for mother-daughter combinations. Space is limited to 20 students, so those interested should register now. Anyone interested in registering for the class or those who have questions should contact the Tullahoma Police Department at 931-455-0530. The department will conduct additional courses during the year for those not able to attend at this time.
We'll be back in a moment with more Newsleader on 6. Please stay tuned.
It's time to celebrate. You don't have to drive to the city for your party supplies anymore. The Celebrate Party Store has opened at 1802 North Jackson Street in Tullahoma to service all your party needs. Over 300 varieties of balloons, party favors, gift wrap, boxes, bags, bows, plates, napkins, tablecloths, and cups of all colors. Catering supplies from utensils to serving dishes, Wilton cake decorating supplies, and chocolate melts. Wedding, baby shower, bachelorette party, and themed birthday party supplies from any sport to Hollywood. From a luau to Hello Kitty, Celebrate has it all. Hats, masks, patriotic decorations, piñatas, confetti cannons, and full-size celebrity cutouts, and a whole wall of greeting cards at 50% off. Celebrate is home-owned and operated by John and Karen Orr, who invite you to come in and see what they have. You won't believe your eyes because they have it all. Start your celebration at Celebrate, 1802 Suite 820, North Jackson Street, Tullahoma, 931-455-5550.
Trust, honesty, integrity. These qualities make Woodard's Diamond Showroom your premier shopping destination for fine jewelry. Whether you indulge yourself with our exclusive jewelry designs or are looking to give diamonds or gold jewelry as a gift, you will feel confident knowing you have made the right choice. For brilliance you deserve, visit Woodard's inside Northgate Mall of Tullahoma, your exclusive master IJO jeweler.
Are you a shoeanista with no place local to find your style? Well, now you don't have to travel any further than Bren's Shoe Boutique, located at the Village on Jackson, 1940 North Jackson Street, Suite 120 in Tullahoma. From funky to formal, you can find the fit and style that will make you smile at Bren's. A shoeanista herself, owner Brenda Kemp offers brands like Rocket Dog, Jessica Simpson, Mia, Nine West, J. Renee, Bandolino, and more. Want that accessory splash that none of your friends have? Bren's offers a selection of one-of-a-kind handbags and jewelry with just the right bling. So if your shoe selection doesn't stack up, find what you've been looking for at a price you can afford at Bren's Shoe Boutique, now open in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. For the fourth year in a row, Tennessee's transportation system ranks as one of the best in the nation, according to CNBC's 2013 study called America's Top States for Business. According to the report, Tennessee ranks second best in America in the category of transportation and infrastructure, up from fourth place in 2012. Tennessee is also the only state topping the list that has no transportation debt. Many states across the nation carry transportation debt and must allocate a large portion of their funds to interest payments. Tennessee's Department of Transportation Commissioner John Shore said, quote, "We are striving to be the best Department of Transportation in the nation. This ranking is an affirmation of the efforts TDOT has made in the last 2.5 years to be innovative, efficient, and responsible. Prioritizing and maximizing our investments will continue to provide economic benefits to communities across the state," end quote. The CNBC report scored all 50 states on 51 measures of competitiveness developed with input from business groups. States received points based on their rankings, and each metric, those metrics were then separated into 10 broad categories, including the vitality of each state's transportation system. Tennessee also ranked well in the categories of workforce and cost of living. This is the 7th year the News Network has performed the study.
Tennessee Lieutenant Governor Ron Ramsey says he won't challenge Senator Lamar Alexander in next year's Republican primary. The Blunteville auctioneer says he's happy with his position in Nashville. Ramsey was a favorite of the Tea Party activists when he ran in the GOP gubernatorial primary in 2010. Bill Haslam won the election and was elected over his Democratic opponent. Ramsey says conservatives who are unhappy with Alexander's voting record will have a tough time finding a primary challenge against the former governor and UT president. Ramsey says he's also discouraged Clarksville State Senator Mark Green from taking on Alexander. Tea Party activists are unhappy with Alexander's support of immigration reform legislation.
U.S. Senator Bob Corker stated recently that he believes the Tennessee Valley Authority and the ratepayers served by it could benefit from some managerial shaking up. Let's watch this video from our friends at TNReports.com.
TVA thing, can you just kind of quickly talk about the model? You said that you would entertain the idea of it.
Yeah, I mean, let me start with, because this is such a salacious kind of thing, you know, nothing's going to happen with TVA, okay? I mean, my guess is that OMB spent about 5 minutes on the 2 or 3 sentences they put in the budget talking about TVA, okay? So I don't see any movement for any big change. Now, on the other hand, if we could create a mechanism where, let me go back just once. TVA has no real owner. The federal government doesn't care about it. It's a total pain to administrations on the Republican and Democratic side to appoint board members. I mean, it's a pain. I mean, they don't ever do it on a timely basis. They don't put a lot of effort into finding board members. It's really, candidly, a lot of it ends up being about politics. We have some good board members, I will say right now, and I'm glad that we do. Not every one of them, but some of them are pretty good. But what you end up is you have this federal agency where administrations don't care about it. It's in a region, but it's very important to the region. I mean, TVA is a huge driver of economic growth in this region as long as we can keep rates competitive. So, if the administration wanted to look at a different model, and we could create some mechanism where the stakeholders in Tennessee and northern Alabama and other places like Kentucky had a greater sort of stake in what's happening at TVA, I'd be more than willing to look at that and be open to it, whether it's it being a nonprofit. There's also other ways for TVA to operate better. I mean, TVA has some deficiencies, and maybe TVA could actually contract out some of the things that they do, especially around nuclear reactors, for instance, and actually be run better. But the way it is right now, again, there's it's almost in no man's land. I mean, I guarantee the White House doesn't wake up thinking about it. Okay, I can assure you that. Lamar and I get to weigh in to a degree on it, and I will say I made calls to try to get Bill Johnson to take the job here as CEO, and I relish that. But I do think there's an accountability issue that's not there, and if we could, again, have a different model of some kind where TVA could either bring in some efficiencies by bringing in expertise that others can provide, and or combine that with maybe them being a nonprofit that's owned by Tennesseans and Southern Kentuckians and Northern Alabamans and Mississippians, I'd be open to that. So my point is, the president put something out there. I'm not going to immediately, as I talked to Dave about it, look, if he wants to look at a different model, I'm very open to it, because I do think that TVA gets sort of caught up in this place where no one really is accountable. You know, TVA produces power, but they also set the rates. It's a pretty interesting place to be, and nobody's really looking in on them, I can assure you that. So if you understand what I'm saying, there might be a better way for the Valley to feel like that they have a greater say in what TVA is doing. I'll say one last thing. The rates are becoming lesser and lesser competitive. And the advantage that we've had in being able to recruit people like Volkswagen to our state continues to diminish as their rates continue to be lesser competitive with other places. So anyway, I'm open. I bet you if you talk to the board members at TVA privately and anonymously, they'd be open. I think everybody understands that, this isn't the most perfect situation in the world, but I don't think anything's going to happen. Okay?
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Stay with us. We'll be right back with more Newsleader on 6.
Come to Jim Oliver's Smokehouse in beautiful Mont Eagle, Tennessee, your mountain getaway destination. Stay in one of our 21 log and timber frame cabins. Enjoy the romantic fireplace and jacuzzi tub. Get more information and book a reservation at thesmokehouse.com.
When you're running late headed to that sporting event or horse show and hungry but need gas, you don't have to choose which to get. Just stop at any Quick Mart where gas prices are normal and the food is outstanding. Burgers, fries, salads, sub sandwiches, chicken strips, egg rolls, even pizza can be picked up while the gas is pumping. Stop by any Quick Mart today and not only save time, but enjoy some good cooking, southern hospitality, and prices you can live with.
Looking for a unique gift for someone special, or perhaps something just for yourself? Then you need to check out Grady Mac Denim Company, right here in the heart of Tullahoma. Grady Mac features the full line of men's and women's Lucky brand apparel. Stop in and check out our denim production line. Grady Mac offers a full line of outdoor sporting apparel and much more. And check out our custom fly fishing equipment, fine art, and signed sports memorabilia. There's something for everyone at Grady Mac Denim Company, the most unique store in Tullahoma.
Welcome back. The Tullahoma Fine Arts Center opened their new show featuring artists Jim House and Meg Garrick last Saturday night. Music was provided by the Rooster and the Red Maiden. Let's watch this report from John Gray.
All right, this is the art opening at the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center for Jim House, and he's got all of his stuff here with his beautiful stuff. We'll get some close-ups of a lot of it, and Meg Garrick. So, and then the music tonight is brought to us by Rooster and the Red Maiden, which is Jacob Gray and Cindy Jolly. So we'll listen to a little good music and look at some great art. And this is Meg's art back in this part right here. And landscape art, does a very good job. And look at that, isn't that beautiful? Looks like the sun's shining right there. Ocean scenes. That's the time I'll be waiting up for. Counting every line. It looks like you're right there. Take me back. Never all my heart to be so happy. Why did I decide to go? I love those chairs.
Yes. Would you like ice? I like this one.
Position. Porch front. I love that right there. That's one of my favorites.
Yes, me too. It's one of my favorites. Are we talking on here?
Yeah, there's Charles. Charles Parrish right there. We appreciate Charles. He's sponsoring the celebration tonight and this month's art show at the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center. And Charles, we can't thank you enough for your support.
Yes, glad to be here and glad to help out. Thank a lot of Jim.
There's the Red Maiden and the Rooster's mama right there. People and our middle-aged people coming back to Tullahoma to take part in our events at the Fine Arts Center. It's wonderful here, folks. And you need to know that this show is going to be up for a month, so you'll have plenty of time to come by and see it. Look at this. I mean, is that not for real right there? And is it snowing outside? Jim House thinks so. Come to the Tullahoma Fine Arts Center and see this great show.
More Newsleader on 6 is coming up after this commercial break. Stay with us.
On the train test range, the search for any possible weakness continues. It's hard to stop a train. Really hard. Train, the most reliable for a reason.
Hello, my name is Joe Stroop with Stroop's Accurate Refrigeration. I'm here to talk to you about a couple incentives that are going on between now and end of the year. First is your federal tax credit up to $300. Secondly, 0% financing up to 15 months on XL products. Third, spring promotion up to $1,100. Finally, $500 incentives from your local power distributor. Please give us a call at 455-8757. Thank you.
It's a great day at Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma. Keith Barnett here today to tell you about the 2013 redesigned Ford Fusion. It is the best midsize car for the money. It averages 35 miles per gallon, and most of all, folks, it is a 5-star safety rated vehicle. These Ford Fusions start out at $19,995 after Ford manufactured rebates and incentives. So come on down to Russell Barnett Ford of Tullahoma or visit us on the web at russellbarnett.com. Tell them, Clay.
My question is, why buy anywhere else?
All right, the cat's out of the bag at Carroll Street Liquor in Tullahoma. Now you know where to go if you're planning a get-together and want the ideal wine or spirit. Party planning can be stressful, but at Carroll Street Liquor you'll find everything you need. Mixers, gift sets, and all of your favorite spirit brands. So if you're feeling the pressure to pull off the ideal party, come to Carroll Street Liquor and select among the seemingly endless supply of wines, spirits, gift sets, and more. Your perfect party, it's in the bag with Carroll Street Liquors.
Welcome back. The Coffee County Humane Society's featured pet this week, or featured pets rather, are Pat and Peanut. They are both terrier mixes. The shelter also has many other dogs available for adoption at 1210 Oakdale Street in Manchester. The hours of operation at the shelter are 7:30 a.m. until 2:30 p.m. Monday through Friday. The shelter's phone number is 723-2711 or 723-2730. Donations for animal care can be made to the Coffee County Humane Society at Post Office Box 252, Manchester, Tennessee 37349, and their website is www.coffeehumane.org.
The pet of the week this week at the Tullahoma Animal Shelter is Romeo. Romeo is a Labrador who's approximately 3 years old and entered the shelter as a stray. Romeo gets along well with other dogs and children. He will receive a free neuter provided by the Tullahoma Animal Shelter. Microchip identification is available for all dogs adopted for a $15 or greater donation to the shelter. For more details, contact Teresa at 454-9580. State law also requires a $35 deposit of refundable upon proof that the adopted pet has been neutered or spayed. The Tullahoma Animal Shelter is located at 942 Maplewood Avenue.
The Tullahoma Police Department is currently investigating a theft that occurred at A1 Pawn in Tullahoma on Tuesday afternoon at approximately 3:30. 4 young white males entered the business and stole a Diamondback .380 caliber pistol. The young men left the business in a mid-1990s model white Cadillac. Anyone with information regarding the identity of the males involved or the whereabouts of the gun is urged to contact the Tullahoma Police Department at 931-455-0530.
We'll be right back with your weather forecast. Stay tuned.
The construction sale continues at Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma. Even though the construction process is still going on, Russell Barnett says we have to move them out now. Check out this 2013 Kia Rio, yours today for $15,995. With America's best warranty, Kia is the power to surprise. So remember, Russell Barnett Kia in Tullahoma is the dealer for the people. And my question is, why buy anywhere else?
Smoking tobacco accounts for 3 of every 10 fire deaths in the United States.
Tullahoma Fire Department need you en route to a structure fire, 202 Main Street. Heavy smoke showing. Neighbors advise child trapped inside.
Lighters, matches, and associated smoking paraphernalia are the leading cause of preschooler fire deaths. We as firefighters know that most structure fires can be prevented.
I've got one! Command, this is primary search. We have a victim. Need EMS to meet us at the front door.
Please help us to give you a fighting chance. This can be prevented. Contact the Tullahoma Fire Department for a free home safety inspection.
Waiting around for things other people get right away just doesn't make much sense. Get high-speed charter internet and enjoy downloads way faster than DSL.
Welcome back. We'll take a look at your weather forecast at this time, starting with your weather history on this day. Our record high was in 1980 at 98 degrees. Our record low was in 1967 at 55. The average high on this day is 87 and the average low is 67. For tonight, look for scattered thunderstorms in your forecast with a low of around 71. Thunderstorms remain in the forecast on Friday with a high of 89 and a low of 71. Some scattered thunderstorms expected for Saturday with a high of 87 and a low of 71. And that's our Newsleader report for this evening. We invite you to join us. It's Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday at 6, 8, and 10 for Newsleader on 6. You have a good evening.
Have a great night.